Yeah, break down the red cap with it's called a titled man.
So yeah, they're all called titled men,
Okay.
but you have Ozo, would be the differentiator. Oh, Ichilozo,
Okay.
right? It's a type of title.
Okay.
Then red cap, but before you become a red cap, you have to be Ozo first.
Okay.
You can't just go from out of nowhere and just become red cap,
Okay.
right? There's levels to this shit,
Okay.
and also everyone that goes through that title, you have to go before the king,
Okay.
right? Because you're basically now becoming part of the king's cabinet,
Okay.
right? So you go before the king, and then they approve. Right?
And this is, you say this Igbo culture, but this also, what you say?
On the chat.
On the chat?
On the chat.
On that chat?
On the chat.
On that chat.
Oh.
Ne
Chat.
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 Yeah, I've been gone for a minute, man.
On the chat.
Can't do it.
On the mic. Meaning you're learning, right?
Is there a word for black in Igbo?
The thing I could think of would be Ichiloji, meaning you're dark.
That's what a lot of people say, and then they say it's not blackness wasn't a concept in ancient time, not realizing that now we're attaching ourselves to blackness as a common unifier for all African people. Because we know we had tribal differences, we had continental differences, but black is the thing that unifies us and ties us all together. And when we get in a car and the cop get behind us, he see a black man. He don't see a Igbo, a Fulani, a Yoruba, a black American. He see a black man.
No. Hey, people that have a conversation with me would never know that I'm from Nigeria.
At all.
You never know, right? Until we start speaking and talking, right? And that's where, as you mentioned, conversation is very important, right? Because without that conversation, we don't get context.
And you gotta have the right conversation,
right? And I believe that in order to, to seek understanding, you have to ask the right questions.
Facts. There we go. There we go. That's what it is right there.
Because those questions allow us to gain a unique perspective. And that perspective gives us an opportunity to view the world in a different lens. It's almost allowing us to put ourselves in someone else's shoes.
Oh, thank you. It's because just as little as I know about Igbo culture, you know that much about somebody in Tanzania or Egypt or any other place in Africa. You feel me?
Yeah.
So we all got to learn about each other. We're gonna tie this thing together. You feel me?
And it's going to take time, and it's also going to take, again,
mass effort. We gonna have to mash. We gotta have that goal of tying us together every day. Like it can't just be a sometime thing. You feel me?
Right. There has to be a unified.
It gotta be organized.
Because even when you go to different other parts of other African countries, we eat the same food.
Facts.
They call it something different.
Like jambalaya, that's African, bro. You can't tell me that ain't African.
Right? It reminds me, low key, when I see it, it reminds me of okra soup.
You feel?
It reminds me of okra soup. Right?
Oh, you talking about gumbo?
Okay, yeah, my bad. Yeah, I'm talking about gumbo.
Jambalaya be like our jollof rice.
Okay, yeah.
Same thing, we just same people, different spot.
It's, but I also say, I guess you could say that. It's just the difference in how you just prepare it, just like in every other country, right? It's just the difference in how they may prepare this soup. It may be a difference in, and what they may use to eat that soup.
The vegetables that was around to prepare the food with it. Like, you might not have had a certain kind of yam or a plantain. And we mashed up a potato or a sweet potato, you feel?
Yeah. And that's how you can make banded yam or
mash up yam.
Banded yam, farina, gari. These are different types of, when people say fufu, right? It's like a generic, right? You can know what you mean, but when you go say fufu, you're asking for fufu. If I go and said, no, I want pounded yam.
Pounded yam.
Or I want gari. right? These are different types of, I don't want to say dough, because it's not a dough, right? It's
Like a dumpling, damn now.
it,
It's dough.
it's not. When I think dough, I think bread.
Bread.
Right? It's not that. Right? It's literally something to use to.
We gotta ask the women.
Hmm?
They'll know precisely.
Oh yeah. They it's not. There's a certain word I'm looking. It's not a dough. I don't like saying it's a dough.
They're the ones that
It's
be
not a dough.
pounding the yam. Your mama be doing that?
Actually no. like how they be. Actually, whenever it comes to pounded yam, one of either me, my dad, my brother will go make that.
Oh.
Right? And we'll go make that. On that thought fact, meaning she makes the soup.
So men do cook in Nigeria.
Yeah.
That's a
Yeah.
misconception that the women be doing all the housework.
No.
Like we just primitive people.
No, there's the thing about like Nigerian people, from what I've seen, is, and this is what I appreciate, is the level of partnership.
Mm.
So when they're looking for a mate or a partner, it's you're tying in, you're entangling not just only the family, you're entangling history, you're bringing two communities, even though you may be from like Igbo tribe, you're bringing two tribes together, and they pray a lot. They pray a lot. That's before you get married. Like for the other title I took, it takes a week to go through the process. You're going through.
I was like, you ain't got your rank up down there.
Yeah, you have to. Yeah, you don't want someone to go down there and do it for you. You got to go down there and go through the whole experience. Yeah, I remember my brother he would be Iba when we're in the Iba, meaning it's like the house that our late grandfather built.
Super duper ancestors.
And we will go in there with all the elders
Yeah.
and sit. And then there will be someone at a shrine who would basically be praying.
We ain't got that no more.
They're praying. We still have that.
I'm talking about.
Oh, yeah.
I know we gotta go back. We know y'all got it. We gotta reconnect so we can get it back. You feel me?
And they are going through basically a prayer because you're going through a cleanse. You're because now you're in a role of responsibility of the community.
And what's the title they gave you?
Akunne. And akunne means mother's wealth.
Mother's wealth?
Yes.
Oh, that's live.
Yeah.
I'm from this. Mother's wealth. Hold on.
See, akunne means mother's wealth. And then
How you spell it?
Akunne.
Okay.
So you could be akunne or akunne.
That's a female version?
No, it's a guy. It's Father's Day.
Oh.
The one's like Akunne, Akunne.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm learning.
Yeah. So they will be like, Akunne, mama lagi. Meaning, Akunne, your mother gave you, right? She gave you well. She gave you, right? So that's Afafane too, meaning the name that they
Bestow upon you?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
I got you.
The culture is very it's the more you get in and learn about just Nigerian history, Nigerian culture, you go deep down in the depths of Nigeria. There's some things that I would also say that, we as Nigerian people, we as Nigeria, we need to also talk about that we may not talk about.
Yeah. We're gonna have to get to the nitty gritty and start talking about that shit that we don't like to talk about.
Right.
Yes, sir.
Right?
Because you're my Yoruba people, Yeah, my Fulani people, yeah. We ain't over here for no reason, all right now.
Well, as a matter of fact, Nigeria is the transported the largest amount of slaves. The largest amount of slaves came from Nigeria. That's why when you go to Brazil, you go to the islands.
The culture's still intact.
The culture's still intact.
But they still knew who they was.
They still speak it. Like matter of fact, I met a girl from Brazil. I could talk to her in my language.
That's a lot.
She eat the same food we eat. They call it something different. But she knows exactly what I'm talking about.
Yeah, that's a lot.
Right? And then you start seeing how a lot of the population, black population, is a mixture of Nigeria. Right? And a lot of people from like Cameroon migrated to Nigeria. So you start seeing that mixture of
same people.
Right? And man, the deeper we go into there's a lot to it. There's a lot to it.
When I was looking at like I don't know if it's called the E-way or the Airway culture, I've seen a lot of similarities between them and the Igbo.
Say it again?
It's E-W-E. They in Cameroon.
Okay. Yeah, you'll see a lot of the same type of culture there, right? But again, it'll be similar, but you'll see differences.
Right.
Yeah. But there's gonna be more that we break into and talk about. There's a lot that, and I'm happy you took the ancestry DNA
Oh
thing.
yeah, I had to.
Right?
I gotta do the African ancestry now so I can find out what tribe.
See,
I know I gotta have some Igbo in me. Your ass look like my brother.
Yeah, I told you you gonna be Nigerian. I told you was gonna be Nigerian.
I already know that for sure, man. I know I'm a mixed breed African too, though. I know I got something else up in me.
See, I'll be also interested to see, like, I know I'm like 100%. They, you know,
you ain't one. Y'all think y'all is.
That's what we think, right?
You gonna find out you Hausa. You Fulani on your daddy's side. He gonna have a fit. He gonna go crazy.
Right? I think it's like, I want to see. Did we also come from other parts?
Cause it ain't no way in hell, both your mama and your daddy and all they people just all one tribe. That don't make no sense, bro.
Well, hey, you never know. I don't know. I can't. I'm not going. This is
maybe that's just my Black American bias. From slavery, we want everybody to be mixed up. But we got all kind of shit in us.
Hey, it'll be interesting to see, right? From what we know, traced back from multiple generations, we know where we started, right? We know where we come.
Y'all say y'all been in Nigeria
Yes.
for a minute.
Yes, right. We've been in Nigeria since Boo Boo. Yeah, a long time ago.
So you fully fluent in Igbo?
I would say yes, but no. In terms of,
You don't speak it like a person that never left the continent.
yeah, I can't just there's a difference when you go to Nigeria, right? They could discern that.
Like in the bush.
Right. Well. It's not in the bush. Now it's not in the bush. No. There's like, we don't live in bushes, right?
When I say the bush, I just mean the part that ain't, built up. I see Nigerians, y'all got a bias when it comes to that infrastructure, bro. Because y'all got that bread, so y'all feel like, nah, don't be talking about that poor Nigerian shit when it comes to me.
It's not even about like poor Nigeria.
That poor African shit.
It's when people talk about like African countries, they
automatically
depict,
think, nah. But you do understand it is a lot of places in Africa that don't have infrastructure, right?
There is some places in America that don't have infrastructure.
But we ain't American. But we don't give a fuck about America.
You're
just comparing country to country. I
Every country is going to have, right? Imagine you take a camera and go to the worst parts of different countries.
We need to go downtown right now.
And just show that. And that's what, and it keeps showing that, to the point where people think that, oh, this is it. Oh, this is what they have. And then you get there, and you probably be like, what am I doing here?
So where would you recommend somebody go if they wanted to go to Nigeria and experience Nigeria?
You go different places. Well, you start off with, you go to Abuja. Obviously, I was going to say to go to Lagos, Victoria Island. I'm always going to go back to Onitsha, just because that's right. I'm always going to stop. But yeah, if you want to get to the beach life and whatnot, go to Victoria Island. Right?
What if I want just traditional Africa, Nigeria?
Just get into Nigeria. You'll see. As soon as you land, you'll start seeing tradition right there.
Now I'm talking about like
heat.
untampered with African tradition, like no European.
You're gonna have to, just like in different parts of the world, you're gonna have to go into places that have excluded modern advancements.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, that's what I want to be. That's what I mean by the bush.
And even until then, I still don't even call them but I understand what you're saying, but I still even then don't call them bush, right? Right?
How you say bush in Igbo?
Huh? There you go. That's what I mean. I'm not.
Oh, it ain't no word for bush.
No. There is a word. There's always a word for everything, right? It's just I don't know it.
Well, what would be the word for? I don't want to call it the village. Would it be the village?
I'll call it the village, right?
What's the word for village?
Again, that's where I become I'm not fluent.
Okay, yeah.
Right? There's I can read some words. I'm not a great speller in Igbo. That ain't it.
Is it a word for ancestor? You know that? No family though, huh?
See, it's like, and also some of these words are just translated too.
Right.
Right. But again, there are words for it. I just don't know.
Gotta get deeper.
Right.
Nice.